Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now let me discuss about what is probability distribution and its types: normal probability distribution, Poisson's probability distribution, and chi-square probability distribution. Now let me study deep about a normal probability distribution. At the first, what is probability distribution? A probability distribution, also known as a theoretical frequency distribution, can be defined as a distribution of a frequencies which is not based on an actual experiment or an observation, but it's constructed through expected frequencies obtained by a mathematical computation based on the certain hypothesis. Here are the some of the types of probability distribution. There are many types of probability distributions, including normal distribution, discrete distributions, and chi-square distribution, binomial distribution, and the Poisson's distribution. Now let me study about the main distributions. Normal distributions. Normal distributions are an Gaussian distribution. A normal distribution represents a behavior of the most of the situations in an universe. That is why it's called as a normal distribution. And the large sum of an random variables of turns out to be a normal distributed, contributing to its whispered applications. And any distribution is known as a normal distribution if it has a following characteristics. Now let me tell you the characteristics. Okay, here are the some of the characteristics. The mean, median, and the mode of the distribution coincide. The curve of the distribution is bell-shaped and symmetrical about its xy axis, and the total area under the curve is 1. And exactly half of the following values to be left of the center and the half to the other right side. These are the following characteristics. Okay. Now let me tell you about the formula of a normal distribution. F of x is equals to 1 divided by alpha root of 2 pi eta to the power of minus into x minus mu the whole square divided by 2 gamma square. Now let me expand those terms. Mu, as you know, it's a mean of an x, and gamma is the standard deviation of an x, and pi value, as you know before we have studied in the lower classes, that is 3.14, and eta is 2.718. Here, as you seeing in the screen, that there is a graph of a normal distribution. The standard normal distribution is defined as a distribution with a mean of a 0 and the standard deviation is 1. And for such cases, the PDF becomes the f of x equal to 1 divided by root of 2 pi e to the power of minus x square divided by 2 for minus infinity less than x less than infinity. And second comes a Poisson's distribution. A Poisson's distribution such you work as a cell center. Approximately how many cells can you get in a day? It can be a many number. Now enter the number of the call at this call center in a daily is modeled by a Poisson's distribution. Some examples are, okay, now let me tell you the examples of an Poisson's distribution. The number of emergency calls recorded at the hospital in a day, and the number of theft reported in an area in a day, and the number of customers arriving at a stolen in an hour, and in a particular city's estate. Now let me tell you about the Poisson's distribution formula. P of capital X equal to x equal to gamma to the power of x and e to the power of minus 1 divided by x factorial. Here x value you can give 0, 1, 2, 3 continuous till infinity, and gamma means the number of occurrence in an interval, and eta is an Euler's constant, that is, as you know, I said in the normal distribution, that is 2.718. Coming to the third probability distribution, that is that chi-square distribution. Now let me tell you what is a chi-square distribution. A chi-square distribution are the family at the continuous probability distribution. They are widely used in an hypothesis test, including the chi-square goodness at the test of the chi-square test under independence. The shape of a chi-square distribution is determined by the parameters in which they represent a degrees of an freedom, and a very few real words are observations for the chi-square distribution. The main purpose of a chi-square distribution is an hypothesis testing and non-discrediting a real world distribution. Now let me tell you the properties of an chi-square distribution. A chi-square distribution at the zero and continues to the infinity. The chi-square distribution starts at a zero because that describes the sum of an squared random continuous and continuous variables. The sum of the squared random variables, and the squared number can't be negative. It cannot be a negative number. The mean of an mu, also a chi-square distribution at a degrees of a freedom, because of the chi-square distribution is a right screwed, and the mean of a greater than a modern and a mode, median and a mode, and the variance of the chi-square distribution is 2k. Now let me tell you the formula of an chi-square. X square equal to summation. Now let me tell you the formula of an chi-square. Capital X square equal to summation is eta minus E divided by E, and above you have to make okay. Now let me tell you the formula of an chi-square. Capital X square equal to summation is 0 minus E the whole square divided by E. Here let me abbreviate the terms. X square is a chi-square test static, and summation is an operator to fit a mean take of a sum, and 0 is an abbreviation of a frequency, and capital E is expected frequency. Okay. Are you as you see okay, can you as you see in a screen of an chi-squares distribution, where I have given a gamma values, k values, different values, that is 1, 5, 10. As you see the waveforms of an chi-square, where it's now let me tell you the conclusion. The probability distribution are prevalent in a many sectors, including an insurance, physical and engineering and computer science, and even in a social science, wherever the students of a physiological and a medical are widely using a probability distribution. It has an easy application of a whispered there. And this article I highlighted and explained about the principle and applications of a 6 important distributions observed in the daily life. Now you will be able to identify the relative and differentiate among these distributions. Thank you guys. Like, share and subscribe my channel.